The Department of Homeland Security just published a new National Terrorism Advisory System bulletin. It seems the Biden administration has outdone themselves once again. Chris, what do we need to know about this new terrorism warning bulletin?
Reckless language used to inflate and terrorize. Talk about terrorism bulletin. They are terrorizing the American public with this kind of reckless language. For example, they talk about, quote, online proliferation of false or misleading narratives regarding unsubstantiated widespread election fraud, pausing for emphasis there.
You're looking at me.
And COVID-19, which, again, quote, undermines public trust in U.S. government institutions. That's the number one factor, number one.
Undermining government institutions.
Contributing to the threat environment. And so I know we put it up on the screen.
Well, it is threatening, but it's threatening to the government.
But this document is absolutely creepy in its tone. And they're very careful about the language that they choose because they talk about things that might exacerbate societal friction and sow discord and undermine trust in government. So the way this is written, and you can go through line by line, we don't have the time here to do it, but if you even ask questions of the government,
you're a terrorism threat.
Something's seriously wrong with you, and they're trying to scare people.
And we were talking about this before we started, but they're really trying to scare people into not even thinking about what the government is doing and not think about the steps that the government is taking and how it's actually quite detrimental to individual Americans.
You know this is coming. I'm going to drag you back to 1984. This is newspeak. These are thought crimes. This is the kind of stuff, we're beyond being down the slippery slope. These are published U.S. government records threatening the public not to think about certain things and not to say certain things. This is the kind of thing, this changes the fabric of our society. It's extremely dangerous.
What do people do about it? Because people, if I were watching this, I'd say, what can I do about it?
Call your elected member of Congress, I don't care what flavor of politician they are, and tell them this is totalitarian stuff. This is fascist language. And you're going to question whatever you damn well please, thank you very much. And if they don't like it, it's their problem, not yours. And you're allowed to ask questions, and you should demand accountability. I want to know who the author is.
Right.
This is a composite document. There's no single author who does these sorts of things. But I want to know who's in charge of publishing this.
Right.
And that person should either be brought in front of Congress or fired.
Well, I think it'd be Mayorkas, no?
Well, ultimately, yes. But,
Yeah.
but there's some, GS-15 division chief who took 5 or 6 inputs and compiled it and edited it into one document. Who is that person?
Right. I have some idea. I was the executive secretary there. I have some ideas.